Good, happy Friday morning, everyone. I'm Riley King, and welcome to the Riley King Newscast, right here on the Riley King Network. Let's begin. First up, Fish and Game warns of ice dangers as ponds start to thaw. Let's take a listen to the video from WMUR News 9.
Carter's galvanized steel stock test with the best there is, with a variety of sizes and uses.
At Lake Massabesic, there is a warning here, danger thin ice. That is an understatement. There's now no ice left really here at the shore. That's the case for a lot of bodies of water here in southern New Hampshire.
The ice conditions are treacherous at best in most places in the southern part of the state.
A bob house sinking deeper into Turtle Pond in Concord. Dark patches where the ice is so thin you can see the water. Sure signs that ice safety is now a concern.
You can be standing on some solid ice 1 minute, walk 5 feet and fall through. So it's very important that people are checking the ice conditions as they go out and just don't assume that all of the ice is solid just because they're standing on one spot where it is.
A much warmer February caused the melting to start. Now, even though there's lots of freshly fallen snow and much colder temperatures, conservation officers don't want people getting a false sense of security.
What we're concerned about now is with all the snow cover on the ice that's left, it's nearly impossible to determine how thick the ice is. So anybody that is venturing out on the ice, you can't use enough caution when you're going out there.
And there have been a few vehicles that have gone through ice this year in the Lakes region, including this Jeep. It fell through into the waters of Lake Winnipesaukee. But Fish and Game says fortunately no one has been seriously hurt this season. Now the deadline to get your bob house off of any public body of water is on or before April 1st. But if you are heading out to retrieve your bob house, Fish and Game officers ask that you use extreme caution. In Auburn, I'm Charisse LeClaire, WMUR News 9.
Okay, and there you go on that video and that report. Hearts filled with sorrow. Family ID's tow truck driver killed on I-495. Let's take a listen to the video from WCVB Boston.
Truck driver is being remembered by both the police and towing communities.
What happened up there is tragic. You have to move over, you have to get out of the way, you have to slow down.
State police say a car plowed into the scene of a minor accident on 495, hitting a tow truck driver standing in the breakdown lane. The 41-year-old killed on the job, known throughout his industry. His family saying Daniel Cody Jr. was a 25-year employee of Cody's Towing. He was a husband and father to his loving wife and sons. Our hearts are filled with sorrow by his loss. The company wrapping their Facebook picture in yellow tape. Hundreds of condolences pouring in, many from tow companies across the country and police.
Difficult, obviously, somber. I've known them a long time, and it's just, it's tragic. It's a family member, it's for all of us, really.
The Cody name is synonymous with towing in the area, and he picked up the torch from his uncle.
Cody's seen here helping a fellow tower load a boat, and always doing his job with a smile.
He always had a smile on his face, and he was always there to help somebody. The state needed something, and Cody's or the family would be there.
A tragic reminder to move over for crews on the side of the road.
You never know when you go out if that's your last call.
You could just slow down for us, because now you have a couple kids and a wife that don't have a great person around.
And the woman driving the car that plowed into him was also seriously injured. No charges have been filed. Live in Lord, Sean Chiabot, WCVB News Center 5.
Okay, and there you go on that video and that report. Lyman Church holds vigil for victim of Parkland school shooting. Let's take a listen to the video from WMTW News 8 Maine.
Seriously, helping our customers get the lending they need to run their businesses better. We've been here for over 190 years and we'll be in it together for 190 more. Saco and Biddeford Savings.
People of all ages and faiths gathered at the Goodwin's Mills Methodist Church Thursday night, sharing messages of hope through song, silence, and spoken word.
Let not your hearts be troubled.
Well, it started from parishioners coming to me. Ben Harris, who spoke tonight, came to me. As a school administrator, he explained the need to start to break down the walls and to start to communicate and build community.
But beyond the prayers for peace were calls for action.
We're all in this together. Everybody wants our schools to be safer. Everybody wants peace on earth. And it's really about how do we get there. And tonight was meant to start that conversation.
Caroline Lowry is a student at Kennebunk High School and said although her parents were unable to attend with her, she felt the need to come and lend her voice to the conversation.
Come have a debate with us.
Speaking passionately about what she sees as her generation's determination for change and how adults can support them.
And I tried to be, inclusive. We have to take this on ourselves to be activists, but we also need that encouragement. And so, I tried to play both sides equally in that these are both two pieces of the puzzle that need to be put into place.
As the night ended, attendees lit each other's candles, encouraging each other to go out and be agents of change.
I hope that they leave feeling inspired, but I also hope they leave feeling challenged to get involved.
Erin Dixon, WMTW News 8.
Okay, and there you go on that video and that report. Toy R Us is closing all of its U.S. stores. Here's a map of where they are. And take a look at that map, everyone. Toys R Us is planning to either close or sell all of its more than 800 stores across the U.S. The company is shopping a plan that could ultimately save roughly 200 stores from going dark if it's able to find a buyer. This would be in conjunction with saving the Canadian businesses. At least 4 killed after pedestrian bridge at Florida College campus. Let's take a listen to the video from ABC News.
We have located up to 4 victims, 4 deceased. So we have to remove some of this piece by piece. It's very unstable.
Our heart goes out to anybody that's been impacted by this. Being a dad and a grandfather, you just hope this would never happen to anybody in your family or any family that you know. In my case, any family in this state. I know everybody is working hard to make sure that we continue to rescue anyone that can be rescued. We're going to do everything we can to take care of the individuals. I've told everybody the state will provide whatever resources possible.
FIU is home. I've been an adjunct professor here for 10 years. I know the tremendous amount of pride and excitement that exists about this project. Ironically, it's a project designed for safety. We lost a student last year crossing that road behind us. These people that are going to be doing these engineering studies will tell us what went wrong. And that won't provide any comfort to the families who lost a loved one, but it will prevent something like this from ever happening again because we learn from those things. There will be an exhaustive review that'll give details at an engineering and scientific level as to what the errors were and what led to this catastrophic collapse. Of that, you can rest assured that work has already begun.
This bridge, 5 days ago, we were celebrating that it was in the process of being erected. This bridge was about collaboration, it was about hope, it was about opportunity, it was about determination. The bridge was about strength and unity, about being good neighbors with the city of Sweetwater. This bridge was about goodness, not sadness. Now we're feeling immense sadness, uncontrollable sadness, and our hearts go out to all those affected, their friends and their families. We're committed to assist in all efforts necessary, and our hope is that this sadness can galvanize the entire community to stay the course, a course of goodness, of hope, of opportunity.
Okay, and there you go on that video and that report. And that does it for the Riley King Newscast right here on the Riley King Network. I hope you all have a great rest of your Friday, and I'll see you back here later on today for another newscast. Goodbye, everyone.